healthy.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ron Reed, tracking a taste of fall to end the work week, and before we return to some summer-like weather as we head into the weekend and start of next week as well. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica. We're seeing a lot of sunshine, some mid and high-level clouds. Current temperature 77 degrees, but it feels like 78 thanks to the winds out of the west at 7 miles an hour, and that dew point is 54 at the present time, so it still feels rather comfortable. Other numbers from around the region, we do have some 70s, lower to middle 70s to the north, middle to upper 70s from the valley down toward the south right now, and that's a good 5 to 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. You can see we're also a good 5 to 10 degrees for many locations above where we were at this time yesterday, because we have a lot more sunshine and also high pressure and control, as opposed to yesterday where we had a storm system passing toward our southeast and thus a lot of clouds. Speaking of storms, we do have Tropical Storm Gabrielle, which still has 50-mile-an-hour winds as of the 5 p.m. advisory, moving west-northwest at 13 miles an hour. Back behind that, we do have that wave coming off the African coast, still given a low chance of development over the next 5 to 7 days. Back here closer to home, high pressure, our fair weather friends still in control. There's that storm that I was just telling you about yesterday off the Maine coast, moving up into Atlantic Canada, obviously a lot weaker than it has been over the last several days. And then we're also dealing with this weak cold front moving from the northwest down toward the south and east as we head through the overnight hours and into tomorrow. That'll cause not only some clouds during the overnight hours, but much cooler conditions with a breeze for our Friday. For now, high pressure keeping us high and dry. The radar scanning free and clear of precipitation, and it'll remain that way for the most part. Only about a 10% chance of a shower from that front moving through overnight, with some clouds, temperatures in the middle and upper 50s. Tomorrow, not making much headway, only middle and upper 60s to the lower 70s. It's a little bit below average for this time of year, and we'll see clearing skies and calming winds as we head through the overnight hours, and that'll set us up for some good radiational cooling as we head through Saturday morning. So overnight tonight, temperatures in the middle and upper 50s for many of us. There could be some lower 50s and upper 40s in there as well, especially to the north. And then tomorrow we'll see clouds giving way to sun, a hint of fall with temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s, a west-northwesterly breeze. It'll be cool, bright and comfortable out there, starting off in the 60s, making our way up into the 70s. And again, the temperatures will be cooler to the north and south, warmest in the valley. That's where we have the best potential of seeing temperatures reach the lower 70s. As far as the 7-day forecast is concerned, well, actually we had it there for you, but that taste of fall looks to continue into the weekend before we see temperatures rising into the 70s and possibly around 80 degrees as we head into next week. Thomas, in the meantime, I'll send things back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Still
Now, Eyewitness News begins with your forecast first.
And a good Thursday evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ron Reed, tracking a lot of clouds as we start our Friday, but as we head through the day, sunshine will prevail. It'll be a bright end to the work week and end to your Friday as well. Although temperatures will be much cooler as we head through our Friday, starting in the 50s and 60s, ending up in the upper 60s to right around 70 degrees, so comfortably cool with a breeze. I'll let you know when the summer vibes return, coming up on Eyewitness News first at 10, starting right now.
Local news that matters. This is Eyewitness News first at 10. Now, your Eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to you, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ron Reed, tracking the return of some fall-like weather over the next couple of days, taking us into the weekend as well, before we return to the summer vibes next week. Today was kind of summer-like out there, too. Let's take a look at the stats for the day. 80 was the high. That's 8 degrees above average for this time of year. But the low this morning, 45, that's 7 degrees below average for this time of year, and obviously not anywhere near the records of 91 and 34, respectively. Other lows from around the region this morning, many of us were into the 40s. There were some lower 40s both to the north and east and down toward the southwest, mainly in the higher elevations. But we did recover nicely this afternoon. Temperatures in the middle and upper 70s to right around 80 degrees, both in the Salt City of Syracuse and here in Utica. We got to 80 degrees exactly. I think we'll be a full 5 to 10 degrees cooler, maybe even cooler than that as we head through our Friday. But overnight tonight, first things first, we'll be dealing with clear skies as well as a few clouds out there. Still a little bit on the cooler cooler side, but warmer than it was last night because we will see those clouds before a front moves through. Mainly a moisture starved front. Tomorrow we'll see northwesterly breezes around 5 to 15 miles an hour, so temperatures struggling to get to the upper 60s and lower 70s. And that clear sky combined with a calm wind will set us up for some chilly weather tomorrow night into Saturday morning. But again, overnight tonight, not as cool as last night, with temperatures in the upper 40s and lower 50s to the north, lower to middle 50s as you head down toward the south. Much chillier than that as we head through tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Tomorrow we'll see temperatures comfortably cool for this time of year, upper 60s to lower 70s, thanks to, again, the northwesterly breeze, around 5 to 15 miles an hour. Sunset tomorrow night will be at 7:07, and we'll see clouds in the morning, but it'll give way to bright sunshine as we head through the afternoon, and a hint of fall will be upon us with temperatures, again, in the upper 60s, lower 70s. Planning out your day, it'll be a cool start with, again, a few clouds out there, temperatures between 60 and 65 at 9 a.m., approaching the upper 60s to right around 70, bright and comfortable between 1 and 5 p.m. with a lot of sunshine out there. But again, just be mindful that it'll also be breezy and significantly cooler, especially up toward the north where you'll have middle and upper 60s down there. And same thing down toward the south, middle and upper 60s. The best chance of seeing the upper 60s to right around, if not just above 70 degrees, would be in the Mohawk Valley. And even there, it'll be a struggle with that northwesterly breeze in the wake of that moisture-starved cold front. We really do need some of that moisture, and it looks like we will remain dry right into the weekend with clouds and sunshine both tomorrow and on Saturday. Temperatures in the lower 70s both days, and then we'll see temperatures in the middle and upper 70s for Sunday, and also the first few days of fall, Monday through Thursday. And it looks like we may finally get some scattered shower chances. Again, it is scattered, but we'll take anything we can get Monday and Tuesday before we dry things out Wednesday and Thursday. Thomas, back over to you.
Thank you, Jordan.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking the transition from above to below average temperatures as we go through the next couple of days. But thankfully, it doesn't look to last long, although we could use some rain. So let's take a look right now at downtown Utica, where we're not seeing any rain. Current temperature 62 degrees with calm winds, and that dew point is at 57. The temperature in the dew point will come down a few more degrees as we head through the overnight hours, and the wind will come up a little bit too. As far as other numbers from around the region, most of us are into, most of not all of us, I should say, especially from the thruway on toward the north, are into the lower and middle 60s out there right now. But we've got some mid and upper 50s down toward the south. Those are going to be some of your cooler spots as we head through the overnight hours. Other numbers from around the northeast as well as southeastern Canada. Many of us are into the 50s, 60s, 70s, but you go toward North Bay on the other side of the front, and it's already 48 degrees there. I expect us to not be that cool as we head through the overnight hours, but we'll end up in the lower and middle 50s with clearing skies out there. As far as the 11 p.m. advisory from Tropical Storm Gabrielle, it's still maintaining 50-mile-an-hour strength, and it has done so since yesterday, this time moving to the west-northwest at 12 miles an hour. And then beyond that, we have a tropical wave moving off the west coast of Africa, still given a low chance of development over the next few days. Back here closer to home, we've got high pressure in control, as it has been for the most of the month of September. And then we've got a weakening cold front crossing the international border now from Canada into northern and central New York, and mainly moisture starved. So we'll see some clouds, some cooler temperatures, but not a lot of rain associated with it. And then that storm that had been plaguing the mid-Atlantic coast is now up toward Atlantic Canada. That's the reason why we saw the clouds yesterday, but high pressure keeping things high and dry on the radar, and it's going to remain that way through the overnight hours and through most of tomorrow as well. So tomorrow we'll start off with clouds, some cool temperatures, but then we'll end up with plenty of bright sunshine, a strong northwesterly breeze as well, and it'll be comfortably cool. And then tomorrow night, as the sun goes down, the temperature will drop quickly into the upper 30s and low 40s, maybe some lower to mid 30s out there as well, especially in the higher elevations. But not so cool tonight. Tonight will be in the 50s, maybe a couple of 40s up there toward the north as well. And then as far as your forecast for tomorrow, upper 60s, right around 70, clouds giving way to sun. A hint of fall, even though it technically still is summer. Planning out your day, we'll start with the clouds and then end up with sunshine, starting in the 60s, making our way into the 70s, maybe staying in the upper 60s up toward the north. But as we head through Saturday, Saturday's a degree or two cooler still, even though we'll see more sunshine Saturday, and then we'll see a warm up Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and finally some shower chances coming in, and so does the start of fall at 2:19 p.m. on Monday afternoon. And then we dry things out Wednesday and Thursday, but still feeling like summer even then. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan.